According to a new review by the British Medical Journal, all of the studies that have appeared to show any kind of link whatsoever between Tylenol being taken by pregnant women and the increased rates of autism, it's all bullcrap. And I think that's probably the nicest way to say it. British doctors, researchers, and scientists decided to take a look at these so-called studies that are showing some kind of causal link, even though none of them, as flawed as they are, really showed a good causal link, but they suggested there could be one, including the one that was cited by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Donald Trump in their press conference a couple months ago, where Trump loudly proclaimed, "Don't take Tylenol." But here is what this review by British experts found. The studies contained critical flaws and were of very low quality, coming to the conclusion that existing evidence does not clearly link maternal paracetamol use during pregnancy with autism or ADHD in offspring. Some of the issues with the previous studies include having no comprehensive search of the scientific literature, not listing excluded studies or why they were excluded, inaccurate study designs, and the use of non-standard tools for bias risk assessments. Furthermore, one major flaw within 8 of the 9 studies the new review examined was a failure to account for shared familial factors using a sibling control analysis, which considers whether an apparent link could be due to shared genetics. When the studies were adjusted to control for this factor, there was no association between Tylenol use during pregnancy and autism. The review also found that not only did many of the studies use the same research for their analyses, but 7 of the 9 reviews actually warned against drawing a link between Tylenol and neurodeficiency. The review's authors rated the studies as low or critically low in confidence, meaning they could not be relied upon to provide an accurate and comprehensive summary of the available studies. In other words, they've looked at it, they've tried to find a link, by God, they have tried, and for the love of God, they can't do it. Which is actually ironic because this does fall in line with what Robert F. Kennedy Jr. very quietly said 2 weeks ago, which of course was not widely reported, but that was when Kennedy admitted, "We don't have evidence to support what I've said." Yeah, he admitted that. Here's what he said 2 weeks ago. "The causative association between Tylenol given in pregnancy and the perinatal periods is not sufficient to say it definitely causes autism. There should be a cautious approach to it." Okay, well, you didn't have a cautious approach when you went out there and allowed Trump to say, "Don't take Tylenol." You didn't have a cautious approach when you walked up to that podium with fake studies saying this is what we believe is happening. Where was your cautious approach then, Bobby? It didn't exist. You're pushing a narrative that has made you so much money over the years. I mean, Kennedy's children's health, whatever bullcrap thing he's got going on, he's made millions of dollars from that. I hope everybody understands that, and that information is publicly available. You can go and see. But he has made millions of dollars pushing things that I do believe in his heart of hearts he knows are not true. But he's not the one paying the price for it. That's the parents of the dead kids that ultimately pay the price. He, on the other hand, is laughing all the way to the bank with this pseudoscience that he has been pushing for years now.